This looks beautiful. Unfortunately, unfortunately, we are we're gonna have to do a major extraction of this mint plant. See, mint is an oily plant, and right now it's only been it hasn't even been a full day. It's only been a couple of hours. But what's going to happen with this mint plant is, of course, it's going to die in the water, being fully submerged. However, as it dies, it's going to be releasing its minty oil. That oil is going to irritate the fish. So we're just going to remove it. But it does look good, doesn't it? I mean, oh, make me want to go get plants. But here we have our remnants of Audrey 2. And we've got one line that looks pretty long. We've got another line that wasn't doing too bad in the other system. But we're going to call this Audrey 2 Junior. And see what happens when our friends arrive. So, okay, folks, as you can tell from the obvious disappointment in my voice, I really did not enjoy this part right here. Aside from the fact that I really kicked up a whole lot of sand, I also pulled up a whole lot of dirt from that dirt layer. And a lot of that dirt ended up just sitting on top of the sand when it settled. This was ugly, but you know what? It needed to be done. This just goes to show you, learn from the mistake that I just made here. If you're going to put any plant inside of your aquarium, please research it first. Look it up. Google it. If you don't know what the plant is, try to find out what the plant is. And if you can't figure out what the plant is, well then, don't use it. You're probably better safe than sorry. If you want to experiment, however, and you have a spare tank, that is up to you. That is your prerogative. So, as you can see, I pulled up all of the mint plants, and then I got myself some more sand because I wanted to cover up some of that dirt. Unfortunately, a lot of that dirt was floating in the water column. And also, while I had the opportunity of putting my hand in the tank, I also took out that PVC pipe and made some adjustments to it. I ended up putting a plastic tie around the tube after I took the T off of the end of the pipe, and that was just to hold it in place. I did not like the way that it was sitting when it was sitting horizontally inside of the tank. It didn't feel like the bubbles were coming out of the air stone properly or correctly. You'll also see that once things get settled, that movement and disruption of the air stone itself ended up having some of the air stone pieces broken off. I think that has to do with the messing around that you see right here with that T section that I ended up actually removing. Well, it has officially been, actually it's more than 48 hours, but we've got 48 hours in. The dust has finally settled after removing all of that mint. I'm ready to stock. And I guess it's right on time because my package should be arriving tomorrow. And geez, look at all that sand everywhere. Alright, so yeah, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to find me a brush or something to clean that off, but the tank is set up. Stay tuned for stocking. Excuse me, folks. Dinner was good. As you can see, we've had a lot more settling in the tank. Got me a little paintbrush. Yes, it has metal on it, but I dipped it in real quick, wiped off the one piece of hardscape, and as you can see, we got us some plant life. Now we got some Bulbitis, some Anubias, and this is either hairgrass or Utilacaria gramifolia. I hope I said that right. I'm not 100% sure, but we're about to get all these gels and everything washed off of these plants and get them in there. And now you see why I got that artistic piece in there, because yeah, it's 2020. I'm out of work and I'm broke. I'm not going out and buying stones, especially if I can't find one in the garden that's right. Yeah, no, I'm gonna use what I got. And besides, that one hooks up to the airline. And we're just about all the way cleared up. As you can see, Audrey 2's extension is in here, getting acclimated. So let's get these washed off and ready for planting. What in the entire seriously? The gel is drying up on both the Bulbitis and the Anubias. Fortunately, it hasn't on the hairgrass. These things better grow. Well, that only made a partial complete mess, but I was able to get the Barterii into two separate sections, and it honestly, it didn't look that good at all. The Anubias, Jesus, you can't even see the Anubias, but I put that on that waterfall feature, which my floater has disturbed. I'll have to fix that. And there's my my snail with his two shrimpy little hitchhikers. And now it is time that I go ahead and pull out these accessories so that I can get some of this beneficial bacteria from the Betta Kingdom into there. Now, I did drop some food in there when I first set the tank up, but let me grab a towel. I did put some food in here when I first set the tank up, but considering that this is essentially done as a fishless cycle, it's going to become a snail cycle. And then tomorrow I will be dosing some more ferts. God, look at all that dirt. Oh, I really shouldn't have never put that mint in there, because pulling up that mint is what really pulled out all that dirt from that second layer. But we're not going to cry over spilled milk. We're going to go ahead and get those plastic accessories oozing with beneficial bacteria into here so that they can be teeming. And in about 30 minutes to an hour, we'll be able to go ahead, and I'm just going to drop the whole bag. I know it's foreign water, but this is an unestablished tank, essentially. So we'll see how we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Just another time lapse here, just speeding things up for the sake of time. As you can see, I'm pulling out all of those plastic fake plants and putting them in the water of the new tank. Why? Because there's beneficial bacteria. Also that bio wheel, that has a lot of beneficial bacteria on it as well. So we have all of our plastic beneficial bacteria magnets. as well as that bio wheel, all in here seeding the tank. And I don't know if the shrimp are cold, because it looks like they're huddling up with the Nerite. Is that a baby shrimp in there? No, but I did see at least one baby snail in there. I think there's two, I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to wave my hand around in there and see if I can get that snail out first. And then I'm going to go ahead and dump the rest of the water. And I did drop a piece of an algae pellet in there. Hopefully the two shrimp won't be fighting over it. They look like they're getting along. I have no idea. Or shoot, I hope the snail is dead. Hope they're not eating it. I don't know what's going on here. Plants that were sitting in the Betta Kingdom for the past couple of days, getting their beneficial bacteria growing on them, as well as that bio wheel sitting in here, hopefully seeding this new tank. And I'm gonna have to move that because that poor barter eye. And you know, I thought the shrimp were eating the Nerite for a moment, but as it turns out, there's a shed that they both appear to be snacking on. And I think the Nerite was snacking on it too. I'm not 100% sure. But they've all been in here long enough. We're gonna go ahead and get them out. And there is a baby snail in there as well. I don't think that's a Nerite. That is something else. But guess what? It is all going in here, and it is all good. Welcome home, guys. Now, I was actually doing this while listening to somebody's live stream. I removed the audio. I can't remember what it is now. But you guys know me. I'm always in streams whenever I can, actually. It's been a busy month. I really haven't been able to get around. But as you can see, I'm just opening up the bag. And no, I'm not doing any particular acclimation. Why? Because this is really all about the snail. I didn't believe that the snail really needed to be acclimated. That Amano shrimp and that red cherry shrimp were literally the last two shrimp, and they were given to me, so I didn't actually have to pay for them. It may sound a bit cruel, but I was not really looking out for their best interest. And yes, when you were dealing with shrimp, you should acclimate them. You should drip acclimate them. I did not do a drip acclimation. I did an intense plop and drop because, in fact, it wasn't even a plop and drop. It was just a straight drop because the water that was inside of this package ended up inside the aquarium. I actually wanted that established water inside the aquarium with all its ammonia, nitrites, and nitrates so that it could feed that beneficial bacteria that I just put in there. And as you can see, I rolled the bag down a little bit. I did put a little bit of water in the bag, which unfortunately that's blocked, but I didn't really give it an acclimation process. After getting everything into position, I pretty much just turned the bag upside down and then put it, dumped it into the water, making sure that I got that small snail that I just happened to see, which I also didn't pay for. And that's going to be it for today's update to the new tank. Thank you. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for tuning in today. It means so much to me. And remember, if you know anybody that is suffering with any kind of mental illness, please look out for them. Please check in on them. You never know what difference that will actually make. And as always, I'd like to remind you that winners are not people that never fail, they're people that never quit. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed.